Good afternoon and welcome. Today I have Raghav, my dear business friend, joining me to the life of private mobile networks. Unfortunately, Raghav was not able to join live, but virtually, as we all know, during the past 18 months, we've been kind of learning how this hybrid world works all together. So I hope that will work also for this session well, but at least we have a fantastic technology supporting us via the kind of technologies of private mobile network and a cloud supporting the session. Indeed, Raghav is showing a little bit of a trends how they see at Nokia these technologies and services moving on globally. And Raghav, please.
Thank you, Timo, for a kind introduction. Hello, everybody. I'm delighted to speak to you today. It's a pleasure to take part in this exciting Elisa ICT Day. I regret that I can't be with you in person, but COVID travel restrictions have got the better of me. It's exciting to talk to you about private mobile networking. We're seeing increased uptake across a range of organizations, and we believe it has a lot to offer to Finnish businesses. It is for this reason, earlier this year, Elisa and Nokia signed an agreement to drive private mobile in Finland. I'm now going to spend a little time outlining the business benefits it brings and how it's being used in real-life examples. First of all, what is private mobile networking? Private mobile is a standalone wireless broadband network dedicated to an organization's specific operations, applications, and users. The next question, why would you deploy a private mobile network? The answer lies in digital transformation, the adoption of digital technology to improve business processes for enhanced productivity, efficiency, and safety. In manufacturing and other industrial areas, digital transformation means the fourth industrial revolution, which enables automation of existing techniques using smart technologies such as IoT, cloud computing, and analytics. And to make digital transformation and Industry 4.0 work for your organization, you need industrial-grade, pervasive mobile connectivity. You may ask why? Because it's the golden thread that makes digital transformation happen. It also allows organizations to embed intelligence throughout their operations, have smart systems talk to each other, and process information in real time. It enables an organization to take advantage of technologies such as IoT and analytics, artificial intelligence and robotics, cloud and edge computing. In essence, private mobile networking fulfills three essential needs. First, the need for coverage. Early innovators were mainly asset-intensive industries in remote areas such as mines and utility grids. Increasingly, though, manufacturing, logistics, airports, and ports are realizing the benefits of private mobile networks. Deployments also now include indoor and campus locations such as research centers, as well as organizations that require high bandwidth, secure connectivity, rapidly or temporarily. They may include healthcare settings, public safety, or events such as sports and music festivals. In the public sector, they are helping to advance delivery of smart city services. In sport venues, they are transforming the spectator experience. Second, the need for control and security. Organizations often have proprietary data that they want to secure within their perimeter. Private mobile networking allows them to maintain full control over critical aspects of their operations. Third, performance and reliability. Private networks have 100% of their capacity dedicated exclusively to an organization's operations, giving high levels of performance, predictability, and confidence. Combine these attributes with edge computing on the cloud, and private mobile networking enables companies to test, trial, and innovate in ways previously thought impossible. Crucially, connecting assets at the edge will deliver new levels of efficiency and productivity. The network can't do it alone from the core to the cloud. Data needs to be processed locally to deliver the speed required for use cases such as robotics and automation. So, we're already seeing how 5G IoT, edge computing, and the cloud can transform. Let me share with you next how private wireless mobile networking has transformed one particular business offering. It is the story of Lufthansa Technik, one of our 5G private mobile customers. Based in Hamburg, Germany, Lufthansa Technik is a leading provider of technical services to the civil aviation industry. Part of its day-to-day work involves aircraft engines being entirely dismantled and inspected. Historically, this involved customers traveling to Hamburg to carry out joint inspections alongside Lufthansa's experts. Lufthansa Technik has been looking at ways in which private mobile networking could enhance customer services. And in February 2020, it decided to deploy a Nokia 5G private network to help it trial virtual parts inspection with customers. With this very new approach called virtual table inspection, 5G enables seamless, high-definition images to be streamed over a fast video link from the engine shop floor in Hamburg to its customers' screens. This means that the customers did not have to attend in person. As the trial progressed, it became very evident that 5G could deliver the kind of quality, control, and performance to ensure detailed component inspection over HD. However, shortly after the trial got underway, the pandemic hit. As we know, lockdowns and travel restrictions followed. But this didn't mean that Lufthansa Technik's work stopped. Commercial flying continued, especially air freight, and also work in the private aircraft sector. Its services were still in demand. The fact that Lufthansa Technik could offer virtual inspection meant that it continued its operations. As a result of this successful pilot, it recently announced that 5G-enabled virtual table inspection was no longer a trial. It had proven its value throughout the pandemic and gone into full commercial deployment. Virtual table inspection is now integrated into Lufthansa Technik's Aviator Technical Fleet Management solution, expanding customer choice on how inspection work is carried out and transforming how it could do business. Now, closer to home, I'd like to talk about Nokia's flagship factory in Oulu, Finland. This 5G factory of the future not only manufactures products such as base stations, but it also designs manufacturing processes for a variety of Nokia products. When these production processes are optimized, they are scaled and adopted throughout Nokia factories worldwide. With new products continually arriving to have all of their manufacturing processes tested, changes to the factory layout were constant. This created a significant cabling cost and inconvenience. The need of flexibility was paramount to improve efficiency. To address this, we've deployed a private mobile network for secure, reliable connectivity of all our assets inside and outside the factory. It enables Oulu to fully digitalize the pre-production facility, run IoT analytics on edge cloud, and increase automation. Recently, private mobile connectivity has enabled introduction of Omron LD autonomous intelligent vehicles, which delivers materials from storage to production line without any human involvement. They achieve a 40% increase in equipment effectiveness, a 30% improvement in the material feed operation, and reduce system maintenance work. So there you have it, a quick insight into the fast-growing world of private mobile networking. Perhaps, Timo, can you share a couple of examples that illustrate how private wireless mobile is already happening in Finland?
Thank you very much, Raghav. And indeed, those global examples that you showed are really extreme, but also here in Finland, we have fantastic examples moving on, so-called kind of a leading edge areas and verticals. We see it really on 4 different fields: in the industrial side, in the logistics side, and in both of these, one could say that some moving objects are kind of really for the need of the private mobile networks capabilities, because of the kind of a smooth handovers that it can kind of provide over the technological capabilities, but as well the kind of a processing capability for the managing the kind of movements. So really kind of I would address those 2 being the kind of a spearhead verticals that we see in Finland. But we see also different needs on the different fields, like healthcare, where they kind of use rather speech over the kind of a private mobile networks and kind of go out of the kind of old DECT-based technologies and so on. Like as well on the research side, where they want to kind of deploy and validate how the kind of a private mobile network and potential 5G as well could kind of help them moving on as their kind of a development for the services. So a lot of different areas, a lot of different kind of examples that we could show, and dozens of others than the kind of references that you are able to see on a slide. So really, things are moving fast also in Finland. So over to you, Baba.
Sounds great. Thank you both, Timo and Raghav, for helping us to understand how we all can benefit from private mobile networks. We have a couple of questions coming up to you. Let's start with a question to Raghav only. We are, of course, all used to VLAN and Wi-Fi. What are the benefits of the private wireless networks over VLAN, for example?
Well, we believe that we're still at the beginning of a private mobile networking revolution. In fact, Nokia predicts the potential for 14 million global sites to be equipped with private mobile connectivity in the coming decade. For example, in manufacturing, Nokia and ABI Research surveyed technology decision makers about the future investment decisions. This showed that more than 70% plan to upgrade their comms and control networks to advanced digital transformation and Industry 4.0, with more than 90% investigating use of 4G and 5G for their operations. Private mobile networking is high on their agenda. As these decision makers make their plans, here's what they're considering. Will the network physically handle my standalone location, giving me the level of control and security that I want for my data? Will the network give me the bandwidth, reliability, and low latency required for real-time data processing to drive automation? Will it enable me to leverage edge computing on the cloud so that I can drive data-rich applications such as artificial intelligence? Findings also reflect that wireless LAN and Wi-Fi do not stand the stress tests of planned digital transformations. But let's be clear, wireless LAN and Wi-Fi will continue to deliver satisfactory performance for day-to-day enterprise IT applications. But in a remote campus location or a highly automated operational technology setting or a challenging physical environment, such as a deep mine or a container-filled port, they do not deliver the coverage and control. Neither the performance and the reliability of a private mobile network. And if users want to benefit from edge computing on the cloud, private mobile networking is essential to serve, process, and integrate data locally. So wireless LAN and Wi-Fi have their place, but to enable digital transformation and Industry 4.0, a higher connectivity standard is required.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Raghav. The next question goes to Timo, considering private networks, why should we choose Elisa?
Aha, fantastic question. Well, obviously we have more than 30 years of an experience for the networks of a different kinds. As the kind of needs variate and technologies variate going forward, we have the kind of experience, but also the understanding of the different customer needs. So actually we are building up a lot of data out of the kind of needs that our customers are having, and we are kind of tailoring and fine-tuning the networks as we move along and our solutions for that. So I would say that a lot of the kind of a continuous improvement mentality that Elisa is well known for is somewhat driving also this behavior and development. We also have a kind of a great quality what comes to the networks itself. So this is something that our customers are also saying and witnessing, like with the governmental Virve 2.0 authority kind of a network, private mobile network that was ordered from Elisa for the next 10 years for the governmental use. Also in a way built for the decision was built for the kind of a quality that we are here to offer. So I would say that we understand different kind of networks, being it mobile, being it fixed, like Raghav was mentioning over the Wi-Fi technologies. So in a way, all this combined and with the understanding to work with the customers and the kind of a historical experience that has been building up within the organization for 30 years or so. So I would say that these are really the kind of things that hold that kind of keeps us the kind of a leading edge in the competition.
Sounds reasonable. Thank you, Timo. Let's then turn to Raghav again. We all know that Elisa and Nokia have a great partnership. The question is, how does Nokia support Elisa customers?
With more than 360 customers worldwide, Nokia has extensive experience across industry segments, and we will combine this with Elisa's expertise to deliver solutions into the Finnish market. We will work together with customers to help scope their deployment, support delivery and implementation, and after the initial setup, work with customers to evolve the system and take advantage of the industrial automation at scale. Elisa and Nokia are both a dream team. Both market leaders, strong believers in high quality and secured communications. And of course, both Finnish companies. Numerous discussions with Finnish enterprises have demonstrated strong interest in private mobile networks. Elisa and Nokia combined are in the best position to provide solutions.
Well, that's nice to hear. Thank you, Raghav. Timo, let's dig a little deeper. Let's say that I had the bigger company. How could I get started in utilizing your private wireless network?
Well, contacting us obviously is one way. I hope that you will also kind of let our salesmen to get in to your facilities if that would be the case. But seriously, I think that there are two different cases. Whether the customer already knows a pain point that they would love to kind of solve by the kind of a potential new technology and test it for that. I think that's kind of a little bit different process, but something that easily works with us. So in that particular case, that the kind of a case would be known, we would pre-design already a kind of a concept for customers to come and show that idea for the customer then in a short period of time after the kind of original dialogue. So very agile methods. The other case could be that the customer just want to learn and validate the new technology. And in those cases, we are happy as well to assist by putting the kind of a pilot network up and running for the customer's premise. So we have a dedicated specialists team that is happy to really come and see you and have a dialogue over the fact that we can kind of move on in an agile, quick way. So as a conclusion, really contact us on that basis and you kind of get started.
Good. Just pick up your phones. Thank you, Timo, for these great instructions. Now let's conclude this session with one question to both of you. Can you please tell us what kind of organizations and businesses benefits from private mobile networks? Perhaps Raghav can start answering.
Thank you, Baba. At Nokia, we believe that private mobile networking is still finding new ways to transform operations. As mentioned, we see examples such as Lufthansa Technik. Another example is our recent announcement with Arçelik, the leading consumer electronics manufacturer. In Finland, we have several examples where we have implemented with Elisa. For example, a 4G private mobile network for Terraframe chemical plant, and a 5G solution for Hamina Harbor, which has a dedicated presentation here later today. Private mobile networks also have the potential to support healthcare and public safety emergency situations. In Finland, Elisa and Nokia have implemented private mobile networks for Turku and Oulu hospitals. We've also highlighted large-scale events that require high bandwidth connectivity on a temporary basis. And 5G networks in particular are gaining traction in research centers. The list of customers and use cases continues to grow, and there are virtually no segments that would not benefit from a private mobile network. Now, over to you, Timo.
Well, thank you, Raghav. As the network's usage is diversifying, I would say that all customers are about to benefit and at least kind of trying out and learning the new technologies like private mobile network is to offer. Really going towards the edge computing and capabilities that it could kind of offer for the different needs that they have. So there is a growing need that is diversifying, and the technologies are diversifying. We can kind of assist them on kind of independent out of the technology in question. So I would say everybody are to kind of learn at least and validate the new technologies.